Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Casey, and I'm back with another topic of truth, and this is about funerals and how funerals are fake and phony with a bunch of lies in it. How that tradition is wicked and of the devil. It's just common sense. This message is full of common sense, and if you're not spiritual, you're not going to understand this message. So just hang up watching this video right now if you're not spiritual, because you're not going to understand it. You need to pray to be spiritual or something, because you obviously going to have a crackhead mind set to this video. So with this message, I'm going to speak truth and honest hardcore facts. So let's get into this message. Funerals. What's the main thing you guys notice at funerals? People crying over their loved ones dying. They call them their loved ones. But are they really? It's so fake and phony. It's just a shame, because they don't actually love they loved ones. That's what they call them. But they family members that die or whatever, friends that die, they didn't actually love them. They cry at the funeral. But do they actually love them? No. Hell no, they don't love them. Because where does love come from? I'm going to break this down in this short video. Where does love come from? Love comes from who? God. Okay. Number one though, they probably in hell. The majority of people that die, they go to hell. Because they don't have Christ. They don't have the love of Christ in them. That's common sense. Religion doesn't fill you with the love of Christ because the love of Christ is truth. See? Christianity puts the love of Christ as being a bunch of lies and deceit, Same thing with all these other religions, it has a bunch of lies and deceit and false doctrines of demons. That's just common sense, as you look into the religion, it's just common fucking sense. All these religions are false religions. None of them are of God. None religion out there is of God. So why even follow a religion? That's number one. So they in hell. If they really loved their family members that died, why the fuck don't they tell everyone, hey, they in hell? No, but they all just go with the bandwagon saying, okay, he or she is in heaven. See how fucking retarded people are? Knowing that God sends the majority of people to hell. You have to be chosen to make it to heaven. It's common sense. Just look at it. Was my family member chosen by God? Did they take a stand for God's kingdom? Did they speak truth? Did they spread truth? Did they take a stand for God's kingdom, spreading truth? Exactly. No. None of them done that. None of them was doing God's will for their life. If you're not chosen, you can't do God's will for your life. God never picked you to do his will. So you ain't going to hell, straight to hell burning, because God created you to burn in hell. That's just common fucking sense. God didn't create everyone to make it to heaven. That's common sense. So, and then you get all these fake and phony members crying. And this is where it gets really stupid. They cry and say, okay, they're in heaven, Okay, if they in heaven, then why the fuck you crying, going on and on crying days and days and days? If they're in heaven, why are you crying day after day after day after the funeral? Ain't that some sick stuff? Like, what the fuck? There shouldn't be a need to cry then. Oh, well, Casey, I don't give a fuck. Crying is love. Crying is a love emotion. No, it's not. It depends. Look who you crying. What you crying for? You never saw Jesus cry to everyone. Okay, this was in the Bible. About Jesus. He said, let the dead bury the dead. Oh my God. See, you never saw Jesus crying about a dead family member of someone's family member. He said, follow me and let the dead bury the dead. To some disciple, whatever. I have no idea. I don't know the story that good, but I know it's something like that. He just look up on the internet. Jesus saying, let the dead bury the dead, and read that fucking scripture. There. So Jesus was bold. Jesus didn't give a fuck. You think Jesus give a fuck? Yeah, Jesus healed people, but he did it. That was part of his purpose. Jesus also kills too. Obviously he allows people to die. He allows people to suffer. That's common sense. God allows that shit to happen. Common fucking sense. So, okay. Fake and phoniness. They act like they love them, but if you really love them, why didn't you have Christ then? Why ain't you have Christ then? That's number two. Why ain't you have Christ? You ain't have Christ, so how can you say you love anyone if you ain't love God first, if you ain't have a relationship with God first, a deep, intimate relationship with God first? You can't really say you love anyone because you gotta love God first. You gotta love God intimately first, or else you can't say you love anyone else. That's just common fucking sense. Common sense. And I know people's gonna hate on me for cussing in this video. Which cussing, I have to do a topic on that. Do I really gotta go, oh Lord. Do I really have to do a topic on cussing? Because cussing is not even a sin. It's how you cuss that's a sin. People are so idiocracy, right? Idiotic. Whatever you idiots down here, you know. It's a shame. People are just, they don't have common sense. And this is just a common sense message. Funerals are fake and phony. Fake and phony. You get all these family members crying over and over again. Crying over and over again. Over what? They did family members. But yeah, do they have the love of God? In the Christianity mind state, oh my God, they love God. They love God because they crying. They crying. They must have love in them. Nuh-uh. That's not even true. That's not even true. Okay, I'm back. Okay, it's Casey and I'm back. Yeah, about love, you know. Real love is God's truth, you know. It's common sense. Is a common sense message though, but people are not gonna get it because they're not spiritual. So if you don't get this message, if you don't like this truthful message, I say, you know, just get off my page, get off my Facebook, get off my Facebook page, get off my YouTube page. Like you want to start drama, you want to get me in trouble or something like that, just get off my page. Really, you want to try, you know, debating with me, get off my page. Okay, this is not meant for everybody. If you don't like what I say, you can get off my page, motherfucker. It's not meant for you then to understand it. So get off my page. You know, I can cuss all I want. I have freedom of speech, you know, and y'all just, you know, God, you know, gave me freedom of speech, you know. You know, I got freedom of speech. So if y'all don't like what I say, get off. Move on with your life. Move on with your life. Move on with your walk. You know, move on with your demonized self. And, you know, just, I'm free to, you know, say how I feel, you know. If you don't like it, it doesn't matter to me. But anyways, back to the topic, you know. God's love is truth, not your feelings. God's love is truth, not your feelings. And this is what people get deceived. They think feelings like crying in a funeral. That's love, but that's not even love. That's just common fucking sense. Cause you can cry over your dead one loving, but you never led them to Christ. You never preached the truth to them. You never led Christ to them. People don't even know what leading Christ to someone is. People thinking leading Christ to someone is singing songs with them. Singing songs about Jesus with them is going to church, taking them to church and be like, and singing, you know, they pagan song, music, whatever. They music that's all a bunch of lying, you know. You don't love Jesus. You know, you singing that you love Jesus, but you don't love Jesus because your actions prove another way. God's love is actions. There ain't no actions that, you know, Christianity religion has no love actions in there. What's actions? What type of actions prove that you have love in you? It proves you doing God's will for your life. You doing God's will for your life, saving people from hell. Doing that shit. You know, trying to save people, doing God's will, saving the lost, saving people from hell, leading Christ to them. That's what it's all about. That's what this whole life is all about, saving people from hell. That's basically what it is. Saving God's elect from hell. That's all we playing a part of. We have to do God's part for our life. We have to save God's elect from hell. Because not everyone's going to understand the truth. Only God's elect is going to understand the truth. Only God's chosen is going to understand the truth. If you can't understand the truth, then you're just destined to go to hell. You're just destined to go to hell. So, this is common sense. This is a common sense message. Anyways, man, peace out. Much love. Peace out.